Okay folks, so this is question 8. So first part, it's a simple enough compound interest question. So final amount will be p times 1 plus interest rate to the power of the time. So the initial amount that she's investing is 3,000. 1 plus 0.024, 0.024 to the power of 5, because it's 5 years, and then let's just calculate work, and you should get 3,377 and 70 cent. So that's part A. Right, so B part 1 is just asking what present value means. So in 1 year's time, at a particular interest rate, so it's discounted it's discounted by the interest rate so something like that. So it's that €1,000 discounted by the interest rate. Right. So we're still using compound interest formula. So he puts in a different amount, and we don't know what the amount is, so work out how much he put in initially. So f equals p times 1 plus I to the power of t. So it's the p that we're trying to find out here. We know that 4,000 is the amount he has after the 6 years, so that's the final amount. P will leave it, and then in here it'll be 1 plus 0.024, so 1.024, and then the time is going to be 6, because it's 6 years. And then we have to use a bit of algebra then. So you're just going to bring, you don't even need to use, you're not working out the power or anything. You just have to bring across the 1.024 to the power of 6. And that should give you your answer. So we get 3,469.45. So that should be it. It's to the nearest cent as well. Right, so part C. So she pays the 2.4% interest rate, but quarterly. So she does it in 4 parts. So we're going to get the 4th root of the 1.024 and then subtract 1. So you'll get 0.0059 5 if you round it off, and then you want to give that as a percentage. So to go back to a percentage, you move the decimal point back or to the right a couple of places. So it's 0.59. So if I had rounded it off to that first, it would give me that. So so about 0.59%. right? So for part D, so he's putting the same money in the account at the start of each month. All right, so that's A. Just write down A. Yeah, so it's going to go on for 36 months. Right, to show the total amount of money in the account at the end of 3 years. So, yeah, it's a geometric series, right? So it'll be A. Okay, so the amount that he will make over the whole 36 months with this much for the first month is 1.0011. So it's 1 plus 0.0011. Okay, and then it's to the power of, and that's 36, because that's going to get that much interest every month. All right, so that's how much the money in the first month will make. So whatever he puts in multiplied by that to the power of 36, that's how much money he'll make from the amount he puts in the first month. But then you have to add on how much he makes from the money he puts in the second month. So that'll be A times 1.0011 to the power of 35. And then the next, for the money he'll make from the next month, will be 34, and then 33, and so on. So it says to include the first two and last two terms, so we need to put in the one before the last one. So that'll just be A to the times 1.0011 to the power of 2 plus A times 1.011 to the power of 1. And then that's it. So that's the series. So hence find the value of A. That will give total of €12,000 in the account after 3 years. So what we need to do here is we need 12,000 be equal to, and it's sum of a geometric sequence. So that's the formula that you're using. So it's A, and then big brackets, that one, in the log table. So A, and then it'll be 1.0011, and then multiplied by 1 minus 1.0011 to the power of 36. So that's the amount of months, all over 1 minus 0. 1.0011, and then we're just solving for A then, right? So when you've got it simplified then to that, you can just bring everything over and divide it into the 1200. So if you go work on the calculator, in the end you should get A is equal to 326 and 60 cents. So it's just putting it into the geometric sequence form. It's the A, and then 1 minus R is power of n. 1 minus R is that formula. Okay, but I simplified, I kind of took out the 1.0011 there, because it's common to both of them. Right, so for part E then, it's expected value, so we'll do 11 multiplied by the percentage, so it's 52. I'll just change these into fractions because we have an x in it there, so we're going to get an equation. So it'll be 26 over 50 plus, and then it's 5, oh no, 5 less than, and that'll take it. So an adult ticket is x, so therefore x minus 5. And then we're multiplying that by 15%, and that's the same thing as 3 over 20. And then plus, and it's a third, oh, that's 33%. It's not a third. So it's, well, 33 over 100 times by x. And then all of that has to be equal to 1385. So right, so we just have to multiply out then. So we get 286 over 50, 11 times 26. Yeah. So plus, and then it's 3 over 20x minus 15 over 20. So it'll be minus 3 over 4 plus 33 over 100x is equal to 1385. So I'm going to multiply everything by 100. If you multiply everything by 100, it'll be 2 times that. So 572 plus, if you times that by 100, it cancels out with the 20, so you get 15, so you get 5 times 3 is 15x minus 3 over, oh no, sorry, it will become 25, so minus 75 plus 33x is equal to, then times that by 100 is just 1385. 33 and 15 will be 48. X is equal to 1385 minus 572 plus 75. I think that's right. So you get 48x is equal to 888. And then you just have to divide by 48. And you get 18.5. So €18.50. And that's that part. These are very long questions, and they're very, very wordy as well. There's a lot of words. I'm not talking about just this part, but just in general, there's a lot of kind of sentences involved in each question. Right, so part F. So markup and margin. So we've got two formulae. So profit over cost price multiplied by 100. That's how you get markup. And then profit over, I'll just put an S for selling price, multiplied by 100. That's how you get margin. So we know that the margin here is 18%. So when we put all that in, it should give us 18%. We also know that cost price minus selling price is equal to profit. Alright, or sorry, opposite way around. So selling price minus cost price is equal to how much profit you make. So we need to compare here. So because P will be the same in both things, it doesn't really matter what we we can let something be equal, BP be the profit. Okay, so if we let 1 be the profit in both instances, so if €1 is the profit, well then 18% of that is 18 cent. So that would be the margin. Well, that's sorry. No, it's the yeah. If we let 1 be the cost price instead, okay, so 1 be the cost price, well then it works out because 1 is just the easiest number to work with. You could use 10 or you could use 100 for the cost price if you want, okay, but if it's 1, well then the profit has to be 18 cent. So it's cost, oh no, so it's actually, yeah, it's margin. So it's the margin really that we're letting, so it's the selling price really. Yeah, it's the selling price that we're letting be 1, and then the profit would have to be 0.18. So if selling price is 1, not the cost price, the selling price is €1, then the profit would have to be 18 cent, and then you can kind of sub that in over on the right here then. So the selling price we're letting is 1 minus the cost price is equal to, and then the profit would have to be 0.18 for that. So bring over the C to the other side and bring over the 0.18 and subtracted, you get 0.82. So that has to be the cost then. Given that the selling price is €1, the cost price has to be 82 cent. So when you have the cost price, then you have what you want really. You can just put in, you can put it back into the formula for the markup. Yeah, so 0.82 over, sorry, try again. 0.18, the profit over cost price, which is 0.82, multiplied by 100, and then you put that in the calculator, and yeah, we should get 0.22, and that's 22%. So 22% then. So I'm letting, yeah, eventually got there. I'm confused, mixing up myself. Yeah, so you let 1 be the selling price because it doesn't really matter. And then you work out that the profit has to be, the profit has to be 18 cent. You know the selling price, you know the profit, so you can get the cost and you put the cost back in then. So it's a tricky question, another tough question overall.